bi and tri day, hit chest and back yesterday. So honestly, I don't know what it is, guys, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling like a fucking wild animal. I'm ready to get after it. But I wanted to make today something a little more special, a little different than normal. I wanted to talk today about how I got that mind-muscle connection with my biceps, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. I struggled with it for quite a while, and I didn't realize I struggled with it until I started learning more. So previously I used to feel it in my deltoids of my shoulders a little bit more, and then I also used to feel it in my forearms. A good amount of the time, actually, while curling, my forearms would get really pumped out. So after learning, that's not how it's supposed to feel. It's supposed to be all centered around the bicep. I started looking into it and I learned a few things. And so this is not only bi and tri day, but it is also how I fixed that and got to where I can feel my biceps in all of my bicep workouts, and it's led to some really crazy gains. I can see my biceps a lot more. They're peaking a lot more. They're getting that thickness, the density. And so I just want to show you guys, what took me up a notch and what really helped me, in case you're struggling with it as well. So let's get started. This move right here that I'm about to show you is known as the spider curl. I will absolutely credit this one move with the majority of what helped me take it to the next level and really start feeling my biceps, along with a few other things. But this is where I started, so this is where we'll start. Now that alone was not enough for me to get to the point where I could, really start to feel my biceps. After that, I did a lot of focusing in on being able to genuinely flex the bicep, thinking about that supination of the wrist while flexing. So after you get your sets in between sets, stuff like that, just go like this, flex out, flex hard, and really feel the burn concentrate again. If you need to, close your eyes, really get the sensation going, and flex the hell out of them. Go crazy. And honestly, all right here, just all perfectly focused in right there. I'm gonna assume that each of us have like a different angle at which we feel it best. So you could try in here like that, you could try straight out, you could try out a little bit. For me, the out a little bit was like the key to getting it to that point. The other thing is I did this outside of the gym as well. While I was in classes and things like that, I'd grab my desk and go like that and flex out, really feel it. So just hammer on trying to constantly feel that contraction and localize it in the bicep. If you gotta close your eyes, like I said, to like really hone in on the sensation, absolutely do it. But those two things definitely got me started. There's a few other things I'm going to get into, but alright, so I was thinking, what's a new way that I can challenge my triceps? And I was legitimately thinking about this morning while I was at home, because I was like, it's going to be bicep tricep day. So how can I hit my triceps in a new way that I'm not already doing? And so I was trying to think, the biggest things you want to do is the tricep push downs, and then a lot of overhead stretching movements. You guys have seen me do the skull crushers many a time, and I will credit those with growing my triceps a substantial amount. Like, I really never had the full horseshoe. This gave me that full horseshoe. It absolutely made my triceps a lot thicker, and by proxy made my arms overall bigger. So the skull crushers, huge for my growth, huge for genuinely feeling my triceps, everything like that. But I said, we have limited equipment here for triceps, so what can I do that's overhead that'll still like maximize all that? And this is what I came up with. And this is the first, besides my warm-up, that you guys are gonna see this. So, welcome to my first try at this. Oh, come in a little bit closer. Oh yeah, there it is. Jeez. That was absolute savagery. Whew. I might go a tiny bit lighter, just so I could really get the stretch going and hit a little extra. But I like this. If you're gonna try this out, you might have to throw a weight on the other end of this, because you might push the bench. So just counterbalance it with some extra weight on there. All right, you guys know my rule. If I'm in here, I'm hitting abs. So let's get warmed up on the abs. I'm gonna hit out like 20 reps of this guy. If you guys can see it, I'm doing 140. And on this, I really started to notice a huge difference when I stopped thinking about it. Less of a like over the top. There we go, over the top, like that kind of movement. And when I started thinking of it more as a curling over. So you're trying to really get into like that curled up position. You should feel your stomach like caving in on itself. And ever since I started doing that, I really started feeling the abs a lot more and noticed a lot more growth, a lot more progress in a lot less time. So you know, you hit it really well when you're done, and the burn just stays for like a good 5 or 10 seconds after. But I don't know how to fully explain it. Like I just feel like my abs are being clenched way more, and like the contraction is so much stronger ever since I started doing that. Even right now, like they feel like they got tightened up. All right, next all right, quick check-in. 55 minutes, 260 calories. A little low, but we're still feeling really good, and I think I'm going to keep going for a little bit. We started late today, but I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling ready to hit some more, so let's go. Next round, round 3. All right, we're hitting full stack today. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty damn good, so might as well get after it. And the reason I hit abs so frequently is because the abs recover pretty quickly, just because they're involved in daily life so much. So they've kind of adapted to have a quick turnaround as opposed to some other muscles. So I hit them every time I'm here. So at least 3 times a week on here specifically, and then at home, maybe I'll throw in a few things over here and there, you know. one of the biggest things. Don't neglect your lower abs. This is kind of mid and upper more than anything. But if you start hitting your lower abs, it really starts making a difference as well. So this and lower abs, all you need. You're set. Biceps are feeling fatigued now. Let's go. Last set of our 3-set circuit. Oh wait, never mind. I got abs. Never mind. All right, last set of triceps on this guy. I try to get you guys a perfectly sideways shot of this. Hey, that's just not possible. This is in the way. So hopefully, I think this is the best possible shot I could get you guys. Like, you get to see it basically from the side, so that's nice. This is not my favorite of all time ab machine. I really like the ones where you're able to put your triceps on pads and then pull all the way in, just because they stretch you out a little bit more. And the contraction on those, sometimes the legs and upper body move, so you can really force yourself into a curled up ball. Those ones, top notch. This, not bad at all. But yeah, I'm weird, and I put my feet not under this like you're supposed to. Put my toes on top of it and push back into the seat so I feel locked in. Except on this, when I'm doing the full stack, kind of gotta put the feet under there. Making sure not to cheat too much on this, like curl myself in essentially. That's why you'll see me grab the seat or sometimes in front right here, just because it's a lot harder to curl in when you're essentially just locking yourself in. I need to bring a weight belt or something with me and just strap myself in. Some of these have seat belts in them, and those are also a lot better. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's get going. Enough chit chat. Give it a second or two. Alright, we're doing something crazy. I'm standing up here. Because I can never get the right angle on this, because this is for lats. So when I pull it down here, if I step back and try and get it all the way with the right angle and everything, it ends up hitting the top of this, and I can't get the full range of motion. So I'm gonna stand up here and get the full range of motion. This is gonna be great. Oh yeah. God. And this is the next thing that really helped me, get that feeling in the biceps. Right now, God, this one really got me. And maybe this is the move that works better for you. Maybe the spider curl, you really aren't feeling it. Give it a few tries though. If you don't feel it on the first set, understood, because you don't feel your biceps anyway, So make sure you're giving everything enough of a try before you give up on it. I'd say at least 3 rounds of it, like leaving the gym, coming back, trying again, leaving the gym, coming back again 3 times. And if you're just absolutely not getting that connection, then focus on this one, that's fine. But yeah, this is another integral move that really helped me feel my biceps a ton more. Even right now, being done with it, I can feel how exhausted my biceps are still. And that's exactly what you want. My forearms aren't feeling it, my shoulders aren't feeling it, all in the biceps. Exactly what we want. Alright, I lowered the weight a tiny bit on this one. Sacrificed too much form on that last one, so really want to feel locked in on this guy. So if I do it from the ground, the weight stack hits the top. It's surprising how little weight you can do on this and still reap really good benefits from. Important thing is you really don't need to incline this too far back. This is the next closest besides straight up. So I think this is even a tiny bit too, well, no, it's not bad. But you don't want to go 45 or lower, because then you really end up stretching your shoulders back behind you really far. So this is good. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. That angle, infinitely better. Absolutely hitting it way harder. I missed feeling them that much. Like when you're at the bottom, you could get in that slight, like 45-degree angle into it. Like the contraction you get, 10 times better. Oh, much, much better. Very happy with that. Okay, So we got like 6 sets and 7 with the warm-up set for buys and tries, and then we got in like 4 sets on the abs. So feeling pretty good. What are we at now? Holy moly, time is flying. Hour 45. Whoops. 482 calories. So again, really low calories today, but it's okay. I'm just happy that we're getting in one hell of a lift today. So honestly, cannot complain about that. Very happy with this. I think I need to head out. It's pretty late. Gotta get back in time to eat dinner with everybody, hang out with the family for a little bit, and then probably head home after a little bit, do some editing, maybe do a treadmill session just to add on a few calories, especially since we're going to be going kind of hefty with dinner. But pretty solid day. I would have liked to hit, honestly, one more exercise because I'm really feeling it today. I don't know if I've been sleeping super good or what, but I'm just 100% fired up. Yeah, maybe we'll do that or something. We'll figure it out. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I'm going to head out. Wanted to get a quick little weigh-in before we smash some canes. So looking to be under 222.2 at 221.1. Down another pound. All right, check out this spread. Good old canes. Delicious as ever. We got 6 of these guys. I already ate one. Of course, we have the sauce. And then I toast it up the toast so it's extra nice and warm. And then I'm going to have one of these newer Dr. Peppers. Like I said, guilty pleasure of mine. I love them. All this combined puts me still just 100 calories under my allotment for the day. So happy about that. I'll show you guys later. Way over my fat, which any fast food is going to put you over your fats. The thing that I'm going to try to do now is keep the carbs lower than what I would normally. So not worried about hitting the carbs today at all. I'd like to hit the protein. I'll probably have to hit protein shake or something like that because we're already dangerously close to our allotment for the day. But this is worth it. Very happy about this cheat meal. And like I said, you can absolutely enjoy things like this as long as you allot them into your daily. You know what I mean? So I'm going to enjoy this. I'll throw up the macros and I'll show you guys the shot of the whole day afterwards. So catch you guys in a little bit. All right, we are back home, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit different of a look compared to what we do normally. So Cane's was a success, very delicious. But what I want to show you guys was, of course, the calorie breakdown for that meal, as well as kind of what the whole day looks like, and then, you know, adding in daily activity, daily steps, all that, just to show you guys kind of big picture what a day looks like. So right over here, you guys can see I got my calories for the day, and I focused in on the canes. I ended up having 8 of the strips. So 8 of those babies is 1,000 calories. I mean, no big surprise there. 8's quite a few, but at the same time, it is kind of crazy to think. So that whole meal was 1660 in calories. So when I say things like, I intermittent fast in order for me to I intermittent fast, so I'm able to enjoy bigger meals later on in the evening or eat out or something like that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like 1,600 calories, that is a lot of calories. So if I don't consciously think about that and put the prep work into fitting that into my overall goals for the day, I mean, I'm not going to be able to fit that in. And you guys can see I even went over a little over 200 calories over. So that was a little disappointing, but I had been really going under on most days before that, so 200 calories didn't feel too bad for me. And previously, I had been working at burning 1,000 calories, and on today, I ended up burning 1,200. So I figured that 200 could kind of help replace that extra 200 that I'm taking in. And like I said, the previous deficits from the other days kind of helps even things out. So this is something you don't want to get used to, something that I don't like doing. I always feel a little guilty after something like this, but what I want to talk about is you guys can see the protein right there. 184 grams of protein is the goal for right now. We're kind of going with that 0.8 grams per pound. And then carbs is high as well. You can see that's at 215. And then fats. Anytime you eat out, you're gonna go over your fat. It's a guarantee. Every fast food, every restaurant, unless they are health specific, you're gonna go over your health. Or you're gonna go over your fat. A little under on the carb by like 60, but over on the fat by 60. So I like to give that trade off. I never want my fat and carbs to both be up. I want one or the other. And typically I want it to be carbs for right now just because we're trying to fill out the muscles, trying to build up a little bit more. So we tend to push the carbs a little higher. On the other side over here, we got the activity breakdown for the day. So almost 8,000 steps in. That's usually my minimum goal. If I'm hitting the gym, sometimes I don't hit that goal just because I end up burning so many calories at the gym hitting the weights. And as long as I'm hitting my 1,000 calories for the day, I feel like I've hit it. So if there's that trade-off, I want to hit the 1,000 calories no matter what. If that means that I don't quite hit my steps that day, that's okay for me because I'm burning the calories in some other form. So it doesn't matter to me as much. And then you guys can see 1,220 calories burned, the majority of that coming from the workout. If you look at the graph down here, you can kind of see, that spike, and that was during the workout, of course. The activity, that's just something that the watch tracks. It's like the number of times, you're sitting, chilling, and then you end up getting up. That's like an active period. So the more of those you typically see throughout the day, the more calories you end up burning in the end. Unless, of course, you take like an hour or two of super dedicated time, then of course you're going to beat it. But getting that up towards 10, I found has honestly helped me a lot with hitting at least like 800 calories in the day. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. It's very helpful to have these apps to not only track your calories, but to track your activity. And that's why I encourage people to get a fitness tracker. But if you don't have one, it's okay. It's not an absolute necessity. It just helps you kind of gauge how everything's going. So this is how I do it. This is what's helped me lose nearly 10 pounds. Literally knocking on the door. What are we, 0.3 away from 10 pounds? So doing great. This is only since the beginning of the year, and we're down 10 pounds. So pretty happy with it. And yeah, this is just what it looks like. And this is proof that, you can enjoy Cane's, McDonald's, whatever you want within reason, as long as you fit it into your goals and you hit your macros. The biggest macro that you want to hit is that protein because you need it to rebuild the muscle, to add on a little bit of muscle because the muscle burns more calories as compared to the fat. And so this is just going to help you burn more in the background. So I always like having protein as my number one thing that I'm looking for. And then, of course, staying in that calorie deficit. And the 2,200, or the 2,000, sorry, is already taking into account the deficit. So, yeah, that's what it looks like, guys. Hopefully that helps break it down a little bit more for you guys. But that's it for me. I'm going to hit the hay. Good day, another good day. Lots of work to do. We have a long way to go, but making some great progress. I hope you guys are out there doing the same. I'll catch you in the next one. Look better, feel better, be better.